Hello and thank you for your interest in the upcoming project on North Dakota Highway 27 in Lisbon. This is a North Dakota DOT project completed in conjunction with the Federal Highway Administration and the City of Lisbon. Moore Engineering is a consultant hired to design the project. The project is on North Dakota 27 from Birch Street to the Cheyenne River, consisting of pavement replacement, curb ramp upgrades, and lighting improvements. The in-person public input meeting is on Monday, May 15th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. This presentation will cover an introduction of the project details including funding information, the proposed improvements, environmental clearances, anticipated schedule, and closing and comments. My name is Dylan Dunn, Project Manager for Moore Engineering. Please complete the sign-in sheet at the bottom of the previous web page for a record of attendees. Also, the optional Title VI Public Participation Survey to help the North Dakota DOT receive federal funding. The survey includes anonymous responses asking for race, language spoken, and information on communication of this public input meeting, to understand the project demographics and best communication tools used for future projects. The purpose of the public input meeting is to solicit feedback from the public and answer any project questions. We invite public comments and respond to those comments and any concerns. This project is a North Dakota Small Town Revitalization Endeavor for Enhancing Transportation Program, or ND Street for short. Eligibility is restricted to cities with less than 5,000 in population and improvements on state highways within city boundaries. The grant application was submitted in December of 2020 by the City of Lisbon. Funding split is 80.93% federal and 19.07% state. Any improvements outside the North Dakota DOT right-of-way or city utilities such as water or sewer are considered non-participating items and are 100% local costs. The project consists of replacing deteriorating asphalt pavement. The existing pavement is showing signs of serious distress and has required constant maintenance. Cracks and wide seams are issues that cause rough rides for drivers. The intent is to leave the curb and gutter in place. Any drainage issues will be corrected, including a portion of the valley gutter on Prospect Street near the Lisbon High School. It currently holds water and creates icy conditions near the stop sign during the winter. The project will also replace striping, including crosswalk markings. The intersection of Highway 27 and Forest Street is intended to be reconfigured due to the misaligned curb ramps on the south side of the intersection, along with the missing east-west crossing. The right turn slip lane island is planned to be removed to eliminate a pedestrian vehicle conflict point. This will also make maintenance such as snow removal more manageable. The sidewalks from the south will be extended north to provide an improved crossing situation, along with a slight reconfiguration of the other ramps. Curb ramps are to be evaluated for ADA compliance and upgraded if found to be out of compliance. Initial observations indicate most ramps are missing the required landing on the top of the ramp. This shows a rendering of proposed ramp reconfigurations along with restored crosswalk markings. Lastly, the lighting system is proposed to be upgraded from inefficient, high-pressure sodium lights to LED lights and replace the standard poles to match ornamental style like the rest of the highway through Lisbon. This improvement will reduce operating and maintenance cost of the system. This upgrade will complete the systems on both Highway 27 and 32, including a single light outside of the pavement replacement area on the west side of Highway 32 near the Cheyenne River Bridge. To follow the National Environmental Policy Act of 1970 and ensure all environmental clearances are explored and cleared, an environmental document is to be created. Some of these tasks have been completed and some still remain. These components include a survey of historical findings of cultural significance. A Class 1 literature review concluded with no historical properties affected. Threatened and endangered species involve reviewing the presence of any identified critical species affected by the work activities or proximity to protected habitats. No species are anticipated to be encountered. A wetland delineation was performed within the project limits. No wetlands were identified in the field survey. Right-of-way needs will be identified further into the design process. Simple curb ramp/sidewalk agreements are anticipated for any curb ramps that are to be replaced. These temporary agreements are with the adjacent landowner to replace the curb ramp near their property with a similar ramp layout but updated to current ADA standards. No permanent fixtures will be constructed on private property, and the areas disturbed will be returned to their original condition. Section 4F lands carry certain avoidance or mitigation efforts to minimize impacts. Section 4F properties include publicly owned parks, recreational areas, or wildlife and waterfowl refuges, or any publicly or privately owned historical sites listed or eligible for listing on the National Register of Historic Places. No Section 4F areas were identified within the project limits. As there are no wetlands with the project, a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers Section 404 permit is not required. With any construction project that disturbs more than 1 acre, a North Dakota Department of Environmental Quality stormwater permit would be required by the contractor before construction begins. The environmental document is planned to be completed in the summer of 2023. This public input meeting is part of the environmental document, incorporating feedback and alternative considerations from the public. Final design is planned to be completed in the early winter of 2023. Bid letting is currently scheduled for spring of 2024 for anticipated construction in the summer of 2024. The schedule is tentative and subject to change. Written statements or comments may be submitted by May 30th to Dylan Dunn, Project Manager at Moore Engineering, Inc. at 925 10th Avenue East in West Fargo, North Dakota 58078, or email to dylan.dunn@mooreengineeringinc.com with public input meeting in the subject line. Thank you for your interest in the North Dakota Highway 27 project through Lisbon. A reminder to complete the sign-in sheet and the optional Title VI survey. Thank you.